Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Game 2 of this three-game series between the Portland Jacks and the Denver Wild on Board Sports Network. The Portland Jacks lost Game 1 yesterday, and they fell to 4-3, while Denver improved their record to 5-3. It's a great night. It's a clear night here in Denver for this Game 2. Your starting lineups for the Portland Jacks, it's going to be a little different tonight, as Todd Sargent, their slugging first baseman, was scratched before the game, as well as their catcher Casey Carter, so they are actually playing without any reserves, as Carlos Spain, the third baseman, has been injured for a while and doesn't expect to return until around Game 13. So Portland playing without any reserves this game, and leading off for them will be Kevin DeAngelo playing second, Rick Lysander at third base, Hubie Wagner will be playing left field, Darryl Phelps will be in right, Solomon Solano gets the start behind the plate, as King Richmond gets the start at first base. Scott Nettles will come into the DH role in the 7th spot, while Howard Halsman is playing shortstop, and Vince Hairston will be in center field. For the Denver Wild, their lineup is unchanged from yesterday, as Josh Lapham will be leading off, playing second base. Romero Yadier will be at DH, batting second. Kurt Swarns will be at third base, and Rondell Frazier will be batting cleanup at first base. Junior Royal will be in center field, batting fifth. Batting sixth will be Jay Holland, and he'll be catching for the pitcher. Gus Fontenot will be in left field, Maury Lynn in right field, and Matt Slodak will be the 9th batter at shortstop. Your starting pitchers for today's game for Portland will be the 1-0 Mark Buckley. He has a 1.50 ERA with 5 strikeouts and 2 walks in his first start of the season. And he'll be facing Ernesto Gallegos, who got a no decision for his first start with a 3.00 ERA. with 7 strikeouts and 6 walks. Your umpires for today's game: Danny Hedrick will be at behind the plate, Mason Morrell will be at first, Dennis Looper is at second, and Frank Causey is at third base. So the Denver Wild have taken the field, and Kevin DeAngelo will step up to the plate to start this game off against Ernesto Gallegos. And you'll have the pitch. It is a 2-3-3. Gallegos a ace or a star? He is not. Is the batter a slugger? He is not. That's going to be a fly out to the center fielder Junior Royal to start the game. Next up will be the third baseman Rick Lysander. Here is the pitch, 1-1-2, and that will be a strikeout for Lysander, as he is the second out of the inning. Left fielder Hubie Wagner, usually batting cleanup, but he moved up to the third spot today in place of Todd Sargent, who is injured. And Acer Dynamic, no, is he a slugger? He is. Decider Die says yes, and that is going to be a double to left field to keep the inning alive, as he stays hot, and the right fielder Darryl Phelps will come up. See if he can get Hubie Wagner in. 3-6-6, and the pitch, and it's a fly ball out to center field. Junior Royal camps under it and catches it for the third out of the inning. So the Denver Wild will come up to the plate, up to the bat, and Josh Lapham will be leading off, second baseman for the Wild. And here is the pitch. See, Workman, no. Champer, whiffer, no. And he will line out to the third baseman, Rick Lysander, for the first out of the bottom of the first. Next up, your DH, Romero Yadier. 2-5-5. Star, no. Is he a home run king? The Cider Die says no, and he will hit a fly ball out to the left fielder, Hubie Wagner, who camps under it for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the third baseman, Kurt Swarns. Swarns is a dangerous hitter. 1-2-5. Pitcher a struggler. He is, and that is a shot to the fence. Let's see here. Is he a... We have to see if he is a slugger. He is not, and he does not match any of the other criteria. So we go to the other column. That's a shot out to left field that bounces off the wall and gets away from Hubie Wagner, and Kurt Swarns is going to be rounding the bases and going to third base for a triple to keep this inning alive. So Swarns didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it. He kept it away from Wagner just enough to motor around over to third base and keep the inning alive for the first baseman, Rondell Frazier. Here's the pitch, 3-5-6. Are they the same? Righty against lefty? No. Is he utility or sad sack? No. That's going to be a single down the line. So Swarns jumps out of the way as the line drive whizzes by his head. And he will come in to score for the first run of the game. Rondell Frazier with a shot down the line. And it is now 1-0 Denver Wild as Junior Royal, center fielder, steps up to the plate. See if he can keep the inning alive. 1-2-3 is the pitcher both flash and fresh. He is, and Royal will go down on strikes for the third out of the inning. Denver strikes first, and they are up 1-0 heading into the top of the second. The usual DH, but the catcher today, Solomon Solano, will be leading off here in the top of the second inning for the Portland Jacks. 2-2-6. Is he the cleanup batter? He is not. And he is going to fly out to the left fielder, Fontenot, for the first out of the second inning. King Richmond, great name, will be coming up to playing first base today in place of Sargent. He may be there for a while as we wait to hear what exactly happened to Sargent, how long he's going to be out for. Champ or whiffer? No, and that'll be a line out to the third baseman for the second out of the inning. And that will bring up the second baseman, Scott Nettles. Actually, no, he is the DH today, usually playing second base, but he was the only option left to be DH today. So we have a 2-3-6. Pitcher DB control or dynamic? No. Is the pitcher batting? No. That's going to be a base on balls for Nettles, so he gets on to keep the inning alive. For the shortstop, Howard Holzman. 1-2-6. Is the pitcher fresh? He is, and that is a shot to Josh Lampum at second base, and he snags it for the third out. Denver got another base runner on, but couldn't do anything with him. As we go to the bottom of the second, or Portland had a runner on, couldn't do anything with him. So we go to the bottom of the second with Denver Wild up 1-0, and the catcher Jay Holland up to the plate to lead things off. 1-3-5. That will be a ballpark check. Lone Star Financial Field is fairly small. The lefty pitching, Holland will be batting right, and this is a small field, small fence for him. So 2-2 is an artificial turf ballpark. We are not. We are on grass. And that is just a routine ground out to the first baseman for the first out. So King Richmond snagged that ball made it look routine as left fielder Gus Fontenot is up at the plate now. 1-2-3, both flash and fresh. He is, and Fontenot goes out on strikes for the second out of the inning. Maury Lynn, the right fielder, will be up next. 1-2-4. The pitcher have control. The decided die says yes, and he will hit a ground ball to Howard Holzman at short. Holzman scoops it up, throws it on over to Richmond at first for the third out of the inning. As Denver goes down quietly, and it is still 1-0 going into the top of the third. as the center fielder Vince Hairston leads off for the Portland Jacks. 1-2-6 is Gallegos fresh. He still is, and that is a line out to the second baseman, Josh Lapham again. So Gallegos keeping things pretty quiet for Portland as Kevin DeAngelo comes up to the plate. He flew out to the center fielder in his first at bat. 3-3-4. Is he an ace or star? No. Is DeAngelo a sad sack? No. And that is a single to left field. So DeAngelo gets his first hit. He is a stoic runner, so he won't be going anywhere. As the third baseman, Rick Lysander, comes up. 1 on, 1 out here in the third inning. Lysander struck out his first at bat. 1-3-6. Pitcher and ace. No. Is the batter a whiffer or cold? Lysander is cold. He is cold, and that is a strikeout. He is the designated cold batter this week for Portland due to his performance in the first week. Now, he could change. Given his performance this week, he could change and get out of that cold hitting role, but this week he is cold as Hubie Wagner comes up. He had the only hit for a while. He had a double to left field his first at bat. 1 on, 2 out here in the top of the third. 1-4-5. Is the pitcher struggler? No. And that will be a ground out to the first baseman to end the inning. And will take us to the bottom of the third as Gallegos is now semi-fresh. Mark Buckley is still fresh for his third inning of work, and the shortstop Matt Slodak will come up to the plate. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? He is, and that is a single past the third baseman to start off the third inning. Let's see, what does Solano look like? Solano is a neutral catcher. Holland is neutral, so we have 2 neutral catchers today. I don't think these 2 teams have too many active base runners, but we'll see. Josh Lapham is one of those active runners. Matt Slodak is not. He's a neutral runner, so he's about average. As the second baseman, Josh Lapham, comes out, he hit a line drive to the third baseman, his first at bat. 1-2-5. Is Buckley a struggler? He is. He is always a struggler, as that is a shot to. That's a shot out to right field. We have us a fence check. He is a scrapper, so no home run option here, but he does hit a single. And Slodak, so that is a deep shot off the wall in right field, but the ball bounces right back to Darryl Phelps. Slodak is going to round second and go to third on the base hit, and Lapham is going to hold up at first base as we have runners on the corners here with nobody out, and Lapham is going to see about the stolen base, see if he gets a jump here. He gets his jump, so he takes off 5, and he is going to swipe second easily with no throw from Solano. So we have runners at second and third here with no outs. As the DH, Romero Yadier comes up to the plate. 0 for 1 with a flyout today. 1-2-6. Is the pitcher fresh? He is, and that is a line out to second base. And can Lapham get back to time? He does. Line out to the second baseman, and everyone holds up as Lapham gets back to the bag. So Kurt Swarns hit the triple his first at bat. They are going to intentionally walk Kurt Swarns to get to Rondell Frazier, even though Frazier does have a hit, but this sets up the double play to get out of the inning. Rondell Frazier is 1 for 1 today with a single. 5.66. Is he wild? No. Frazier have a good eye? No. And they get the strikeout on him. Nobody moves as a strikeout is the second out of the inning. And Buckley may get out of this as we go to a baseball right now check. Junior Royal is semi-cold. Buckley is semi-hot. See what comes up here. 1-4. Is the batter cold? The decider die says no, he is not. Big swing connects, and we have outfield drama. 3-4 is the left fielder iron. That will be Hubie Wagner. Hubie Wagner is not iron. 3-4 is a shot out to the fence, but Hubie Wagner is able to get back to the warning track and camp under it for the third out of the inning. Crisis averted as Buckley gets out of that. We now go to the top of the fourth inning. Portland nothing, Denver 1 as Darrell Phelps comes up to the plate. 0 for 1 today with a fly out to the center fielder. 2-2-5. Is he a star? No. Is batter slugger or sad sack? The decider die says yes. But it also says he is a whiffer, and Darrell Phelps goes down on strikes. So instead of popping out to the right fielder, he struck out. So it's going to be an out either way. And the catcher, Solomon Solano, comes up to the plate now. 0 for 1 for fly out. 3-5-6. Are they the same? No. Solano's a switch hitter. Utility or sad sack? No. And that's going to be a single down the first base line. Now he's batting, down the first base line. And Solomon Solano will be on here in the top of the fourth inning as King Richmond comes up to the bat. 0 for 1 with a line drive to the third baseman, his first at bat. 4-5-6. Is he patient? No, he is not. And that is a fly out to the center fielder, Junior Royal, who gathers it in and leads us to a team chemistry check. Portland is semi-harmonious today, and Denver is semi-dissonant. 3-6 is the batting team harmony. Portland semi-harmony, but the decider die says no, and that's going to be a pop-out to the left fielder, Gus Fontenot, camps under it for the third out of the inning. So it's still Portland nothing, Denver 1 as Jay Holland comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 today with a ground out. 1-3-5, that's a ballpark check. And with Holland batting right-handed, he has a small porch there in right field. 1-6, small ballpark, yes. And it just clears the left field foul pole for a home run. So Jay Holland hits one right inside the foul pole. And this game is now 2-0. As the left fielder, Gus Fontenot, comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 2-3-6. DB control or dynamic? No. Is the pitcher batting? No. And Fontenot walks. So Buckley may be having a few issues here. We have one in, nobody out, and a runner on first base for the right fielder, Maury Lynn. 1-3-4 is the catcher gold? No. Batter champion? No. And that leads us to an outfield drama check. 2-5 is the center fielder iron. That'll be Vince Hairston. No, he is not. So that is a running grab of a looping liner for an out. Fontenot will hold up at first base. So a double play ball could get them out of the inning as Matt Slodak comes up. He's 1 for 1 with a single down the line earlier. See what he can do. 3, 4, 5. Is catcher iron? No. Batter good eye? No. Slodak goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. So Buckley fighting back. He may get out of this as we go to a baseball right now check. Both Buckley and the second baseman Josh Lampum are semi-hot at the moment. 4, 5. Is the batter cold? No, he is not. And so instead of striking out, he grounds out to the first baseman, King Richmond, for the third out of the inning. So Buckley staying alive here as we go to the top of the fifth. It is 2-0. Holland was able to sneak that home run ball right by the foul pole, make it 2-0, but it could have been a lot worse. As a shortstop, Howard Halsman comes up to the plate now, 0 for 1 with a line drive to the second baseman, his first at bat. 2, 4, 5. Is he a hero? No, he is not, and that's pop out to Lampum at second for the first out of the inning. That leads us to a player experience check for Vince Hairston. He is semi-icon. Ernesto Gallegos is semi-icon. 1-6 is the pitcher icon. The decider die says yes, and he fools the batter into swinging an inside pitch, and that'll be a ground out to the shortstop, Matt Slodak, for out number 2. So Gallegos fooled him on that. You got a weak ground out to the shortstop. So the second baseman, Kevin DeAngelo, will be up next. He's 1 for 2 with a fly out and a single. 2, 4, 4. Is pitcher an ace? No. Batter a champion? He is, and that'll be a single to center field to keep the inning alive. So DeAngelo, 2 for 3 today. And Rick Lysander will come up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 2, 4, 4. Pitcher ace? No. Is the batter champion? No. And that will be a ground out to the shortstop. So that'll be a 6-4. Force DeAngelo out at second, and we go to the bottom of the fifth. Now, still 2-0 Denver. As the DH, Romero Yadier comes up to the plate. 0 for 2 today. Fly out and a line out. 3, 4, 6. Is he eager? He is, and that he will fly out to the center fielder, Vince Hairston, for out number 1. Kurt Swarns is up next. He's 1 for 1 with a triple, and he was intentionally walked. His last at bat, 1-5-6. Is he a whipper? No, and that will be an outfield drama check. And we are looking at the right fielder. Right fielder is Darryl Phelps. Is he stoic? He is not. So he is going to, it's a line drive to the gap, and Phelps is able to dive and makes the out for out number 2. A great play there by Phelps as he was able to dive and get the shoestring catch. And the first baseman, Rondell Frazier, comes up to the plate. He struck out his last at bat. 2-2-3. Is the pitcher wild? No. Slugger or utility? Decider die says no. And that is a single to left field to keep the inning alive for the center fielder, Junior Royal. He is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a fly out. 2-2-3. Pitcher wild? No. Slugger? Decider die says yes. And he is also a whipper, so that is a strikeout for the third out of the inning. Great pitcher's duel here as Buckley seems to get into trouble, then gets out of it. Love to see that. Left fielder Hubie Wagner is up next for Portland here in the top of the 6th. He is 1 for 2 with a double. 1-1-4. Is pitcher fresh? No. Batter sad sack or patient? No. That's going to be a single to right field to get the 6th started. We will go to a team chemistry check. 4-5 is the batting team harmony. They are not. That's going to be a ground out. So let's see, we hit it 2. That's just going to be a little nubber in front of the plate. And Jay Holland is just going to pick it up and fire it. Oops. Hubie Wagner advances, and Darryl Phelps is out on the force out. So Holland just picked the ball up and fired it over to Frazier. That's the only play he had. As Hubie Wagner goes on to second base. And Solomon Solano steps up to the plate. 1 for 2 today with a single. 4-6-6. Pitcher have control? No. Is he a home run king or a slugger? He's a home run king. And this is the dreaded 4-6-6 line. Instead of a home run, that is a strikeout by Solomon Solano. So a big chance there. This game could have been tied. But instead, it's 2 outs. Runner on second, and King Richmond up to the plate now. 0 for 2. 2-2-3. Is he wild? The decider die says no. Is he a slugger or utility? No. That is a single to left field. Runners advance 1 base on singles, 2 bases on doubles. Active runners score from second on any hit. Hubie Wagner is not active. Do they try to send him? Who's up next? Scott Nettles. So we have King Richmond with a single to center field. Hubie Wagner as a normal runner, and he is rounding third. He is headed for home, and he is going to get there easily, as he ignored the third base coach and kept motoring on home. And it is now a 2-1 ball game. King Richmond with a great shot to center field, or left field, and got the ball in, or got the run in. Make it a 2-1 ball game, and Scott Nettles, the DH, will come up. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk and a fly out. 2-3-6. DB controller dynamic, no. Is pitcher batting, no, and that'll be a walk. Gallegos may be a little flustered here as the shortstop Howard Halsman steps up. He's 0 for 2 with a line out and a fly out. 1-2-2. Is he a workman? No. Is the batter a champ or a whiffer? No. And that'll be a line out to the third baseman, Kurt Swarnge, to end the inning. The Portland crawling back. It is now 2-1 as Buckley loses, or Gallegos loses his freshness. Buckley has 1 more inning of semi-fresh work as Jay Holland steps up to the plate. He had the home run his last at bat. See if he can do it again. 2-2-6. Nope, he is plunked. He takes his spot down, or takes his base out at first. That was kind of a dirty move by Buckley if it was intentional. But Holland is a semi-icon. He's just going to shrug it off and take his base because you know he can still cause more damage on the pads as Gus Fontenot steps up. Left fielder, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? He is. That'll be a single. Down the line, so a single into right field as Jay Holland moves up to second. Fontenot will stop at first, and we have runners at first and second here with 1 out, or with no outs. Batting order, so I'm gonna get someone warming up just in case Buckley gets in a little more trouble here. As Sid Romer and I think Rico Jones is their closer, so I don't want to get him up. TJ Maddox will be warming up for Portland as the right fielder Maury Lynn comes up to the plate. Over 2 today with ground out the line drive. And this, this could be trouble. Is Buckley an ace? No. As a batter, a scrapper, he is. That is going to be a double to right field. Runners advance 2 bases on doubles. Active runner scores from second base on any hit. With 2 outs, any runner scores from second on any hit. So, Maury Lynn with a double to right field. That is going to bring in Jay Holland. Gus Fontenot is going to go to third. Lynn is going to hold up at second. That is now a 3-1 ball game. And that's going to be it for Buckley, as Sid Romer is going to come in. So Buckley has given up 3. He's responsible for 2 more out on the base paths. So possible 5 for him. As Sid Romer comes in, right-hander, to face Matt Slodak, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. 3-3-3. This could be more trouble. Is he utility or sad sack? No, that's going to be a triple to the gap. So, Gus Fontenot will come in to score, and Maury Lynn will come in to score. Slodak holds up at third base, as 5 runs are credited to Mark Buckley for this game. Definitely, it finally caught up to him. He was on the edge for so long, walking that line, and he finally caught up to him. As we have no outs here with runner on third base, and Josh Lampum is up to the plate. Infield is going to play in on this to try to cut off Matt Slodak at home. So a 2-2-4. Pitching at home? No. Is this a slugger? No. Is it a single to right field? We have runner on third. 2-2. That's a ground out. No, that'll be a single to right field. The player with the infield in, aiming safe at first, requires a second roll. Alright, so we have a single to right field. Slodak is going to come in to score, and Lampum is going to hold up. As it is now a 6-1 ball game, and we go to a baseball right now check. We're in the 6th inning, so Sid Romer is full cold. Romero Yadier is full cold. So 5-6. Is the pitcher hot? No, he is not. That's going to be an infield drama check, as we check on the first baseman. That is King Richmond, to see if he is iron. King Richmond is not. He is semi-gold. So that's going to be a routine ground out to the first baseman. And with the lead die of 5, that means Lampum is going to advance. So we're going to say that King Richmond had to come in on the play on the ground ball. Nope, not a single. He had to come in on it, and the second baseman come over to the bag. Josh Lampum makes it safe to second. Romero Yadier is out at first on the force out. That brings up third baseman Kurt Swarnge, and they're going to intentionally walk him again to set up the double play and get out of the inning with Rondell Frazier. It bit him last time as Frazier hit a single. Frazier is 2 for 3 today. Actually, I think he struck out when Swarnge got walked his first time, so he is 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and a strikeout. 1-2-5. Pitcher a struggler? No. The batter patient? No. He strikes out again. So Frazier has 2 strikeouts when Swarns is intentionally walked in front of him, and Junior Royal comes up to the plate 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. 4-5-6. Is he patient? No. And he will fly out to the center fielder, Vince Hairston, to end the inning. So Buckley gives up 5 in his appearance. Sid Romer has given up 1. Ernesto Gallegos is going to try to get 1 more inning of work. They're going to have a couple relievers up for him just in case. As Blake Wynn and Melito Melendez will be warming up in the bullpen just in case he runs into a little bit of trouble. So Vince Hairston, the center fielder, 0 for 2 today. He's leading off in the top of the 7th against Gallegos. 1-2-3. Is he both flash and fresh? He is not, and that's a ground out to the shortstop for the first out. Kevin D'Angelo will step up to the plate now. He is 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles. See if he can stay hot here. 1-4-6. Pitcher flash he is, and that will be a strikeout. So Kevin D'Angelo goes down on strikes for the second out here in the 7th inning. And Rick Lysander, 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts and reach on a fielder's choice. See if he can make up for it. 2-4-6. Is pitcher control? No. Batter eager or sad sack? No. And he will walk. So he keeps the inning alive. For the left fielder, Hubie Wagner, the dangerous Hubie Wagner. Wagner's 2 for 3 today with a single and a double. 1-4-6 is the pitcher flash. He is, and that will be a strikeout for Hubie Wagner. So nothing for them, nothing for Portland in the 7th. As Jay Holland comes up to the plate for Denver here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 for 2 with a home run, ground out, and hit by pitch. 3-3-6. Is pitcher ace or dynamic? No. Batter sad sack, utility or patient? No. And that'll be a single to center field. Start the bottom of the 7th. And we will go to player experience check for Gus Fontenot. Both Romer and Fontenot are neutral experience. So 4-5. Is the batter a prospect? No. And that's a hard to field to the infielder. A hard to field grounder. Batter out at first. Active runner is safe, but Fontenot is not active. So that is going to be a 4-3. Oop. That was a 4-5. So the second baseman, D'Angelo, is a hard to field grounder. He bobbled it a little bit. It wasn't able to go for the double play. So Holland advances to second. And Fontenot is out at first. As the right fielder, Maury Lynn, comes up to the plate now. 1 for 3 today with a double. They are going to intentionally walk Lynn to get to Matt Slodak. So even though he is 2 for 3 today with a single and a triple, they still want to set up that double play to get out of the inning. 2-3-6. DB control or dynamic? No. Pitcher batting? No. And Slodak will be walked, so the bases are loaded with 1 out for the second baseman, Josh Lampum, who's 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. So things could be getting ugly here for Sid Romer if he doesn't get his ground ball. It's possible. 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Semi-fresh? Decided I says yes. That is a line out to the second baseman. Did Maury Lynn get back in time? He did. So everyone is safe That's a hard shot to Kevin D'Angelo. Got to him quickly, and Maury Lynn got back to the bag safely. As we have now 2 outs, and Romero Yadier up to the plate, 0 for 4 today. Can Romer get out of this? 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? No. Is batter champion or patient? No. And that's an infield drama check. We are looking at the third baseman to see if he is gold. Third baseman is Rick Lysander. And no, he is not gold. He is semi-iron. 3-6, third baseman gold. No, batter is safe at first on an error, so hard shot to Lysander. And he is unable to field it. So he bobbles it. Jay Holland goes home. Lynn goes to third. Slodak goes to second. And Yadier reaches first on the error. They could have gotten out of the inning, but Lysander couldn't hold on to it. Now Swarns comes up now. He is 1 for 2. And they can't intentionally walk him this time. So they got to face him. 2-5-6. Is the pitcher a struggler? No. Batter champion or patient? Decider die says no. We have another infield drama check. 4-5 is the shortstop iron. That will be Howard Holzman. He is not iron. 4-5. The ball is bobbled again, but throw on time to first gets the batter out. For the third out. So to the top of the 8th we go. As Denver has really broke this game open, they are leading 7-1. As Blake Wynn is going to go ahead and get some time on the mound for Denver. As he comes in, he is a right-hander. He will be facing Phelps, Solano, and Richmond here in the top of the 8th inning. Right fielder Darryl Phelps is up. He is 0 for 3 today. 1-2-4. Pitcher have control. No. Is the batter eager? No. That'll be a base on balls to start the top of the 8th. And Solomon Solano will be up now. He is a switch hitter. He is 1 for 3 today. 4-5-5. Is the pitcher flash? He is, and that is a strikeout for Solano. So he strikes out again. And King Richmond will be up next. He is 1 for 3 today. 1-2-3. Is the pitcher both flash and fresh? He is, and that is another strikeout for Blake Wynn. So after that initial walk, he's mowing him down as the DH Scott Nettles comes up to the plate. 0 for 1 today with 2 walks. 3-3-4. Is he an ace or a star? No. Is the batter a sad sack? No. And that is a single to left field. The runners advance 2 bases, so Darryl Phelps is going to run a single to left field. Darryl Phelps is going to get to third. Scott Nettles is going to be held up at first base. As Howard Holzman, shortstop, comes up to the plate. 0 for 3 today. See if he can get something going here. 5-5-6. Is the pitcher an ace? No. Batter sad sack? No. That's a double to right field. Runners advance 2 bases on singles, score on doubles. So a double to right field for Holzman. Phelps is going to come in to score. Nettles is going to round third and head home. Howard Holzman is going to hold up at second as this is now a 7-3 ball game. Holzman with a big hit there. And Vince Hairston, center fielder, comes up. He is 0 for 3 today. Let's see if he can keep it going. 3-3-5. Is the pitcher wild? No. Batter a sad sack? No. And that's a single to right field. And so a single to right field. Howard Holzman is going to come home. Vince Harrison is going to hold up, and then Harrison is going to steal second base. To make it a 7-4 ball game. And that's going to do it for Blake Wynn, as Gallegos is seeing his original 6-run lead start to shrink. One more run and Buckley will be off the pitcher of record. As did it again. I forgot to input Blake Wynn. So give me a moment and I will get that fixed. So Melito Melendez will be coming in to replace Blake Wynn. Blake Wynn got 2 quick strikeouts when he came in, but then the wheels fell off, as Vince Harrison is currently on second base with 2 outs, and the second baseman Kevin D'Angelo up to the plate. 2-4-6. Pitcher have control? No. Batter eager or sad sack? No. And Kevin D'Angelo walks. So the woes continue as the third baseman Rick Lysander comes up. He is 0 for 3 today. Everyone else who is hitless has been able to get going, so see if Lysander can do the same. 1-2-6. No, he will not, as he hits a sharp line drive to Lampum at second to finally end the inning. Portland crawling back. It is 7-4 here in the bottom of the 8th inning, as Sid Romer is going to be replaced by TJ Maddox. TJ Maddox, a righty, to face the righty Rondell Frazier. Here in the bottom of the 8th. 2-5-5. Pitcher a star? No. Batter a home run king? No. That's going to be a fly out to the left fielder Hubie Wagner. Start the bottom of the 8th. Junior Royal will be up next. He is 0 for 4 today. 2 strikeouts. 1-2-5. Pitcher struggler? No. Is the batter patient? No. And Junior Royal will strike out once again, his 3rd of the game, as Jay Holland comes up to the plate. He is 2 for 3 today, a home run and a single. 1-2-5. Pitcher struggler? No. The batter patient? No. And that will be a ground out to the third baseman, Rick Lysander. Denver goes down 1-2-3, and their closer, who is Rico Jones. Who is Denver's closer? It'll be Keith Guiderman, and I put him on Portland's team, didn't I? Yep. So Keith Guiderman comes in, try to pick up the save for Denver. He came in, got the save last night. No, he didn't. Nope, Guiderman did not get the save last night. He didn't come in. So, left fielder, the dangerous Hubie Wagner, will be up first to face Guiderman here in the top of the 9th. We have a 1-4-6. Pitcher flash, he is. And that will be a strikeout of Hubie Wagner to start Portland's top of the 9th. Next up will be the right fielder, Darryl Phelps. He is 0 for 3 today. 3-4-6. Is he eager? No. That's going to be a base on balls and a chemistry check. Portland is semi-harmonious, so this could help them. 5-6 is the pitching team dissonance. They're a semi-dissonance, but the decider die says no, and that's going to be a strikeout. So big strikeout there, as that could have been dangerous. And we go to a baseball right now check, as Keith Guiderman is hot, King Richmond is cold. 1-4. Cold batter, yes he is. That is a big swing and a bad pitch, and that is a strikeout to end the game. And this one is over as Denver takes it 7-4. Here in game 2 of the series. I will be back with your post-game wrap-up here in a moment. A good game here tonight. So Denver takes game 2 here in Denver with a final score of 7-4. Portland Jacks moves to 4-4 on the season. They had 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, and 11 left on base. Denver Wild moves to 6-3 as they had 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors, and 11 left on base. Your winning pitcher for tonight was Ernesto Gallegos. He went 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts and 4 walks as he moves to 1-0. Your losing pitcher for Portland was Mark Buckley. He went 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, 5 strikeouts, and 3 walks, and he moves to 1-1 on the year. Keith Guiderman came in to get the save. And we don't have our numbers in front of me at the moment to tell you what save that was of the year. But we can go back and look at the stats here. You give me a moment. Keith Guiderman picks up his 2nd save of the season, as he had 3 strikeouts and gave up a walk in his one inning of work. So make sure you please join us for tomorrow night, as we have, actually tomorrow afternoon, as we have the finale, game 3 between Denver and Portland. Denver looks to sweep Portland for a big West Division series win. Actually, they've got the series win, but the sweep would be even greater as they try to catch up to Las Vegas. And the link to that game should be up in the upper right-hand corner, I believe. And until next time, thank you for watching this presentation of Board Sports Network. And we ask that you, if you enjoyed it, you please like, leave a comment, let us know how we're doing, and ask you please subscribe. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch. Have a great night, and God bless.